Hello all, very good morning. In today's topic, we're going to discuss regarding the family healthcare setting and home visit. So coming to the topic here, so this is from the 6th unit. So we'll see the key terms which are involved in this unit here. Firstly, MCH. So MCH means maternity and child health. So this is one of the key terms that you're going to come across during this chapter. And antenatal. Antenatal means nothing but the period which is before the birth and during or relating to the pregnancy, means before the baby is being born or during or relating to the pregnancy, it is called as antenatal visit. Antenatal. And the nextly postnatal means after the baby is born. So after the baby is born, so the period the baby is expelled outside, so that period you are considering it as an postnatal period. So relating or denoting the period after the child birth. Geriatric. So geriatric nothing but the persons who are at older age. So it is mainly relating to the old age people. And next one is enuresis, nothing but involuntary urination or bedwetting. So these are some of the key terms that we are going to come across during this chapter. So coming to the introductory part here. So as everybody knows, family is the unit of community or society. So group of individuals which are closely related together in their genetical aspect as well as their life aspect, they are considered as a family. So number of families are considering as a society or a community. So group of families which are living together are known as a society or community. So if you see the maximum interactions, they are mainly occurring between the family and outside the family. So people in the family will talk to each other, as well as people from outside families also will talk to each other. So here family healthcare setting means nothing but the services which were provided at the home. So if you see here, the services are mainly family centered here. So what are all the kind of services that they are providing? They are providing the preventive, curative and rehabilitative services. So they are providing the preventive and curative and rehabilitative services in different types of settings here. So what are all these settings here? Homes they are providing and clinics. So if you come to this chapter, so homes. So we are doing particularly the home visit because everybody in the family cannot come to the hospital or cannot come to the clinic, but whenever you are able to achieve them, whenever you are able to find them in the home setting, you can find almost everyone. So that's what they are mainly doing, this home visitings, and they are giving the preventive, curative and rehabilitative care for the persons. So regular home visits. So whenever we are performing the regular home visits, we can gather the data, we can gather the most number of data. So this is considered as the backbone for the public health services, because as I am saying, all the people cannot come to the hospital, but only the thing that we can do is we can go to them and we can provide the healthcare services. So by visiting the homes, so what are all the services that we are providing? Means we are mainly providing the antenatal services. So we are providing the postnatal services, means mainly for the pregnant women and the mothers who are given birth, and we are providing the neonatal services, means mainly to the children, and the infant and toddler services. So all these will comes under maternal child health services. And nextly we are providing the geriatric services. So what are these geriatric services? Means services which were provided to the old people. Nextly we are giving the health education. So we are giving health education on different aspects. So where we are giving the health education on the antenatal diet, means what kind of diet the pregnant mother should take, and what is the importance of breastfeeding, mainly after the pregnancy is given, mainly after the birth of the child was done. So what kind of care we are giving, we should check here, and we should conduct the programs and camps. So what are the camps that we are conducting? Means mainly according to the need of the family. So what is the need of the family, and what kind of community care can be provided? So but based on these aspects, we have to conduct the programs as well as camps. So if you see here, community, it is the best place to provide effective family health care, and also to conduct the program, and also to conduct the medical services. So whenever you are going to the community setting, so where we can find most of the people, means we can find most of the people in the community in their families. So whenever you are doing proper home visits, you can gather the proper amount of data. So by gathering the data that you are required, you know what is the major problem that is going in the families of this community. So based on that you can plan a service, so you can gather them, you can instruct the families to gather them at the primary healthcare centers and other healthcare centers, so that you can give proper health education and we can give proper care to the families. So now we'll discuss what is a home visit here. So what is a home visit? So as a community health nurse, it is your responsibility to work in the community setting. So we are mainly focusing on the promotion of physical, mental and well-being of the family members who are present in the society over there. So we are mainly reinforcing the stability of the home here. Mainly we are reinforcing the stability of the home, and we are home visiting. So this home visiting is done back to back, and it is acting as a backbone to the public health care nursing. So what is a home visit here? The community health nurse, whomever the government is appointing or whomever the PHC or the subcenter is appointing, she is responsible for taking care of the families that she had been assigned. So she had to make the regular home visits, she had to work for the promotion of physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being of those family members, and she has to reinforce the stability of the home. So she must make sure that no person in the family is sick. She must make sure that all the services that were provided by the government is properly met by the family. So if you see here, home visiting, it is the backbone of public health nursing, because here the nurse, she is directly interacting with the family, she is gathering the data from the family, and based on the data that is gathered, she can plan a healthcare or she can plan to provide the services. So what are all the purposes of home visiting here? So if you see here, mainly why we have to do this home visiting: if you want to assess the family health status, if you want to provide the care, so what kind of care it is necessary there. So if you want to do those things, you have to do the home visiting. If you for the prevention of diseases, for the promotion of family members health, so all these to do all kind of things, we need to go for the home visiting. So what are all the principles that were involved in the home visiting, we will see. So home visiting, it should not be like unnecessarily, you should not go and you should not disturb them. So you should not create any kind of panic situation also. So based on the need, so home visiting, it must be according to the needs of the people. So what is the health problem which is going on in the society, what kind of care can be provided, we must understand first, then only you can go and give the proper care over there. It should be part of planned visiting program. So whenever you are going for the home visiting, it should be properly planned, and it should have an agenda. So based on the agenda, you have to work in the community. You should collect the background information which is regarding the family, mainly particularly in the community. So what kind of things we will see: what is the size of the family, what is the educational status of the family, what is the occupations in the family, what is the income, what is the religion, what are all the resources and what are all the customs and cultures. So based on that, you can estimate the health of the family, you can estimate the needs of the family, you can understand what is the cultural aspect which is involving in their lives, and you can see what is the economic status of the also family, and what are all the occupational hazards that are related, what is the educational status, so that what kind of life they are living, what kind of sanitary techniques they are maintaining. So you can know all these things. So through this home visiting, so you have to collect all the information during the home visit, and you have to identify the health problems of the family. So what are all the different types of health problems that are present in the family. So you should identify, and you should use safe technical skills and nursing procedures. So in health teaching, it should be, so whenever you are teaching something, so it should be in a proper manner, and you should be sure what you are discussing. So you should have a proper data. For example, you want to educate them regarding the hypertension, so first of all you should know what is hypertension. For example, if you want to educate them regarding the diabetes mellitus, so it is your responsibility and it is your role, it is your necessary to identify what is the proper way here. So what is diabetes, what are all the different types of symptoms that are involved, how can we identify diabetes. So it is your role and it is your responsibility to know, and it should have a scientific soundness, means everything you teach, it should have a scientific background, because some people might ask you why you are doing this and why you are teaching this. So during that time, you should be able to answer them in a proper manner. And the nursing approach to the family should be kind, it should be courteous, and we should be gain their confidence. Means nothing but whenever you are providing service to a proper family over there, you should not show any kind of bias, but you should have kindness, and you should be courtesy. Means you should be faithful to whatever you are doing, and you should gain their confidence so that they will reveal all their secrets to you, means health secrets to you, and you can treat them accordingly. So nextly, what is this planning and evaluation means? So planning, it is an art and science. So why we have to do planning means, if you want to achieve a defined objectives within a specific time, so based on the resources which are available, you should have a proper planning. So why we need planning here? So whenever you want to achieve a definite objective in a specific period of time, so there is a particular objective, there is a particular goal that needs to be achieved. For example, if you want to conduct a survey there, so you want to, there are nearly like 50 to 60 houses which are present over there. So for these 50 to 60 houses, you must finish them within one day. So there is a particular objective, there is a definite objective that you need to be achieved. Means you have to screen these 50 houses, so within a specific period of time. What is the specific period of time here? So within one day. So what are all with the available resources that you are having? So if you want to achieve this, you must have proper planning. So what are all the things that were involved in the planning and evaluation, we'll discuss now. So we should make a survey and prepare the map of the area. So first of all, in which area you want to perform the screening, or in which area you want to perform the setting over there. So you have to get the data. So you have to get the location of the village, what is the population, what are all the roads that are available, and you have to collect the background information of the community, and you have to prepare the family folders as well as individual cards. So whenever you are doing all these things, you will have a proper data in your mind, and you can plan accordingly. So based on the family folders that are available, based on the family size, based on the location, and based on the population and availability of the roads and transportation, you can plan and you can go and conduct the survey, or you can conduct the screening over there. So you have to, it is your definite role. Mainly we have to identify what are all the families or the individuals that are in required of home visiting. So mainly we have to do antenatal and postnatal cases. We have to check how many mothers are there, how many antenatal mothers are there, how many postnatal mothers are there, and how many infants are there, how many toddlers are there, how many chronically sick, and those who are unable to treatment centers, means those who are unable to come for the treatment centers over there. So you have to identify these people, because these people need some special attention. So as they cannot come and visit the hospital, it is our role and it is our responsibility to go there and to give them treatment properly. So during the initial home visit, the public health nurse should, so during the initial means whenever firstly you are going to visit a house, so you don't know any, means we have some data, but you don't know particularly what is the behavioral aspect of those family. So they don't know who you are exactly. So first of all, whenever you are going and visiting a family, it is your responsibility to introduce yourself to the family. And you should explain the family that what is the purpose of the visit, so why you have come, so what care you can give to the family. So you have to decide everything. You should the talk should be informal, giving plenty of opportunity to ask questions and raise the discussion. So what we are saying here, so whenever you are talking to the family, it should be in an informal manner. So you have to give chance to the family to raise different types of question, as well as you have to take the opportunity to question the family in different manners, so that you can raise a discussion, you can know what are all the doubts with what the family is having, you can know what is the exact need that has to be given to the family during this initial home visit. So whenever you are going for a health visit, you have to take the community nursing bag. So the community nursing bag is nothing but the bag which is containing all types of articles that are needed in a home care setting to give proper care. So we will do minor investigations over there. So we will discuss clearly regarding what is a community bag, what are all the components that were involved, and what are all the things that we have to do with this community bag. I will discuss you in the next class. So Here, if you come to the topic here, first we have to take the nursing bag, and we have to treat the minor illnesses, and we have to give them advice about the hospitalization and to go for the proper immunization wherever it is necessary. And it is our responsibility to give the health instructions on the personal as well as environmental hygiene. So during the initial home visit, you have to introduce yourself to the family. You have to explain them that what is the purpose that you have come to the visit, so what kind of care that you are providing them. So you should speak them in an informal manner, and you should give them an opportunity to raise different types of questions and to acquire the knowledge. You should gain their trust, you should gain their confidentiality, you should mainly help them to raise different types of questions by keeping a particular discussion over there. So you have to take the community nursing bag, you have to treat the minor illnesses, we have to explain them if there is any need for the proper hospital administration, as well as you have to go for the immunization, whether they are in an immunized manner or not, whether they are up to the mark or not. If it is not done, you have to take the necessary precautions. You have to give health education regarding their personal health as well as environmental hygiene. So here, achievement of home visiting, it is mainly different. It was done by different types of method. So mainly this is till now we have seen what is the planning. Now we will see how we can evaluate. So if you want to evaluate this, so whether mainly the visit was successful or not, or we have to do any other type of visit. So you have to check here. So we must try to evaluate what have been achieved against the goals. So what, as we are setting different types of plans and goals during the planning phase, you have to see them. So the questions that to be raised, so how far the visit has been useful, so what have been the difficulties, and what more need to be done, and what have to be evaluated. So you have to check all these things. So what we are doing in the evaluation phase, so whether the visit that was done by the community health nurse, it is useful or not. So whether it is having any kind of difficulties to the nurse or difficult to the families, whether it was appropriate or not, and what kind of change that can be done. So mainly through proper evaluation, we can know what are all the obstacles, we can know what are all the barriers, and we can go for the other thing here. So home visit, it will be incompleted without the follow-up of cases. So it is not that once in a while you go to the house, just you check them and you just coming back. It is not like that. You have to follow the cases, you have to maintain the follow-up of the cases, you have to maintain a proper record. So during the first visit, what happened and what kind of medications were given, and what is the health education given. During the second visit, what are all the improvements that were done, and what are all the difficulties that were faced, and what need to be achieved. So we have to do continuous evaluation, you have to do continuous follow up, you have to do all these things. So this is most important part of the home visiting. So whatever the instruction that you have given, whether they are followed by the family or not, whether they are done in an appropriate way or not, you have to check all these things. So this is regarding the planning and evaluation of a home visit. Now we will discuss what is a domiciliary care. So what is a domiciliary care? So domiciliary means nothing but home care. Domiciliary care means nothing but home care. The care which is provided in the homes. Domiciliary care is given to the people in their homes here. So mainly the care which is provided to the people at their homes is considered as a domiciliary care. So as an advisor, the nurse gives the domiciliary care in the following situations. So in what type of situations we are mainly giving this domiciliary care means during the pregnancy, during the delivery, during the child care, during the tuberculosis, leprosy cases, mental illness, and sexually transmitted diseases, and communicable and non-communicable diseases. So during these situations, mainly we are giving the domiciliary care. Domiciliary care means nothing but the care which is given at the home. The care which is given at the home. The nurse, she is directly visiting she is directly visiting the home, and she is giving the care in the house itself. So what are all the aspects that were involved in this domiciliary care, we'll discuss one by one. So in community health practice, so recording system is updated after home visiting. So as I am seeing, whenever you are doing the follow up of the cases, so for every visit there will be a different challenge, and the older challenges will be met and newer challenges will be coming. So you will know what is the need, what is the modification that need to be done to the care. So you have to update, you have to do proper recording over here. So records, they are helping us in early action, minimize the repetition, and it is mainly helping us in the follow-up progress. And the records that we are maintaining to the individual or to the family, it should be confidential. You should not share this information with anybody. So even with the other healthcare personnel, you should not keep a discussion, or you should not keep a meeting between the other health personnel regarding the patient condition. So if it is very essential, if there is any proper need for the discussion, then only you have to keep the discussion, and you should not expose the patient over there. You should maintain proper privacy to the patient. So in health education, mainly during the health education at the homes, the nurses play a greater role. Mainly they are informing, they are educating, they are motivating the members of the family. And referral at home visiting, it is below the cases categorized into fatal, serious and minor cases. So if you want to give any kind of referrals, mainly if it is a fatal situation, we will mainly instruct them to go for any kind of CHC or PHC or the sub center if it is required, based on the seriousness, based on the minor case. If it is a small case, it can be treated in the home care setting itself. So as per the condition, mainly the community health nurse, she is taking the decision mainly in the life-saving situation, whether it is necessary or it is unnecessary. If it is necessary, she will send the person to the community health care setting. If it is not necessary, she will treat the person at the home care itself. So the referral card, so whenever you have decided to send the patient to the hospital, whenever you are trying to give the referral services, so before sending the patient to the referral services, as a community health nurse, it is your responsibility to send the health card. So the card should contain all the accurate information regarding the health of the patient and what kind of care need to be done, what are all the findings that you have done during their home visit, what is the care that was given previously, and what is the health history of the people. So if you are embedding all these things, it will be very helpful for the other person who is seeing, and you can give proper care to the person over there. So this was regarding the health and home care visiting. I would like to thank everybody here. So thank you for watching. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe this channel. And if you have any queries, I request kindly to drop them in the comment box. And if you have any problem with my teaching, you can drop them in the comment box, so that next time I will rectify and I will teach you in a proper manner. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.